Hello and welcome to today's F1 video, which is gonna be an event. I've never done events before. This is gonna be interesting. So what we need to do right there is win the race at Spa as Max Verstappen. We are in the lead and we only have 10 laps left, but we don't have a front wing. So we will try to just drive into the pits, change our front wing, and then try to regain back into the lead on fresher tires against AI. So right now, as we come in, this with virtual safety car deployed, but we have no front wing, so right now we want to crawl back into the pits, do as least mistakes as we can. You can see we're in first place, and because I have no front wing, I understeer massively into the gravel, but it's okay, we can recover, we come back. We did lose a little bit of time, but we're under virtual safety car, so it's not very important. So we just go into the pits now. You can see I go really wide through Blanchimont because I have no downforce at all, but it's not gonna matter. Now as we go back to green flag racing, I'm gonna go straight into the pits, and then I'm gonna try to go back from here. This game has pit limiter, which is also like really interesting. As you can see, I'm losing time and places, which is not ideal, but it has to happen. That's the point of the challenge. We have 10 laps to get back into the lead and win this race. As we get released from our pit box now, we're gonna try to do it. We're gonna emerge in, I believe, P7, so it's gonna be a bit of a task, but I think I'm comfortable we can do it because the AI level is actually like around 40 because I'm not that confident in my abilities yet, but we'll see what can we achieve. So now we're gonna just go and chase after Raikkonen. Now as we catch up to the back of Raikkonen through the left-hander with no name, we're gonna try to overtake him as soon as possible. It's already lap 36, so I wasted one lap trying to get close to him, but at the exit of Pouon, we're very close to him, and we're gonna go for a bit of a dive bomb into this corner, a bit of wheel banging, but we got the move done. Next up is Bottas and I believe Perez, and also Massa, who are in a train very close. And we're gonna just try to get close to him. As you can see, Bottas has done Perez, and we go slide a bit wide, but we got past Perez. Now we're gonna try to get a dive bomb on Bottas, which we have done successfully. So we're now up into the 4th place, which is actually really decent so far. We only done a couple of laps so far, and we're already getting positions. And now we're gonna perform a brilliant dive bomb on Massa. It's going good. It's only Ricciardo and Vettel, I do believe, left to catch, and we still got like 8 laps. So they're quite a long way ahead, but I think we can manage. Maybe I put the difficulty on a bit too easy. Well, never mind. We're gonna carry on right now as we approach some back markers. It's a group of Verline, Van Dorn, and Ericsson. And while we overtake them, my engineer has come over the radio to say it could be starting to rain in the couple of laps, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough to make us pit onto Inter since we're nearly at the end of the race. Meanwhile, we just disposed of those 3 lap cars like nobody's business because, let's be honest, they're really slow. Now as we come over through Blanchimont, we follow Ricciardo. We're gonna try to go for a late dive bomb right here in lap 39, which we pretty much done successfully. In another move in the back, and now it's P2, only behind Sebastian Vettel. We have 5 laps left to catch him. I'm pretty sure we can manage this. And now as we come off to the end of this very lap all over the back of him. Though we go a little bit wide through that corner, we're gonna try to get the most amazing run, so we can make some kind of move into the chicane. We're gonna go through Blanchimont right now, and as we get close to him, we're gonna perform a similar dive bomb, which is basically a great overtaking maneuver, this time a little bit slower, but we're gonna go faster around this outside into the second part of the chicane, and we're gonna be racing on the exit, and we just leave him behind for chips. Brilliant, we're up into P1. But as you can see right now on the screen, as we go through Eau Rouge, a little bit cutting it, but don't mind that, we can see that we got some drops on the screen. So we're gonna prepare so we can come into the pits for the intermediate tires, but it would be stupid to go out there if it's not wet enough. So we're gonna wait. If AI come into the pits, we're gonna come into the pits, because that would be the advantage probably. But since it's 2 laps now to go, it seems very unlikely that we will go on the pits, and we'll just instead finish the race on this set of Ultra Softs, which still have a little bit of pace. So now I think I'm gonna show you the entire second last lap of this race as we go into the understeering right-hander. The conditions are getting worse. It's starting to rain, it's pretty clear about that, but as we run down to Pouon, it doesn't seem so bad. I think I got this in the bag. I could definitely put on a little bit more difficult AI, but well, what can you do? What can you do? We're just gonna do this pretty much. We don't have really any problems with maintaining the car on the track. We're not driving that quickly, but so aren't the AI. So I think we are pretty much safe in this race. It was pretty much good. There's a yellow flag on the circuit. There's a car going slowly. Probably has a puncture or something. It's Nico Hulkenberg, so that's an unfortunate thing for him, but it doesn't really affect our race. Now, as we go through the chicane, we're coming into the final lap of the Grand Prix, and you can see it's starting to rain quite a bit. But never mind, we're still gonna finish this race on dry tires, although I ran a little bit wide at La Source. Not the first time I did this, but we already have 10 seconds of advantage to Ricciardo. Oh, and Pascavilla is out of the race. I'm not sure why, but it doesn't really matter. Now, we made a right mass of Eau Rouge and Radion, but down this Camel Straight, we're gonna leave that behind because, well, it doesn't really matter. As long as we don't get a penalty, which we didn't, we're gonna be at the end of the race, just climbing through after it starts really raining. We're just gonna come home through the chicane now, and actually, DRS has been disabled, so it's basically wet enough for intermediates, but we're not gonna go in intermediates. We're gonna just crawl through and take the checkered flag. We did the event, we did the challenge. It's P1. Great stuff. Great stuff. This was a fun event. I think we could do more of this kind, maybe on an even higher difficulty, because yeah, that was pretty easy. Way too easy probably. And I'm not even that high up the leaderboard, 450th place. Never mind, I'll still call it a success.